Hey there, Obi here. Alright, so if you look at my level, I've obviously reached level 60. I did that yesterday, and I chose for myself the Mythic Spear. And this is a video about why I don't like the Mythic Spear. And it's not for the reason that you would think. So let's come out here real quick. And for those of you who don't know, here's the Mythic Spear. It looks kind of cool. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I still wish we could have elementals. I'm a sucker for like glowing weapons, but that's just me. And I'll stick by what the devs like, and that's fine. So the thing about the Mythic Spear is if you charge it up, there you go, it's charged up, and then you press the button, got some recoil, and you've got the fireballs. Now, look, I already knew that the fireballs are really, really underpowered, and it's kind of a useless thing, and I knew that I wasn't going to use it. I knew that already. That's not why I'm complaining, and I hate to complain, but I can't really explain this one. It's one of those things that you have to feel for yourself. If you grab this and like twist it, you can see that it looks like there's resistance, like I'm underwater. And it's only really obvious if you have your actual hand out and you're doing it yourself. It's the same thing, like if I move it in certain areas like this, like sometimes it looks like it's like lagging behind and it's going slower than the way that I'm moving it. It's really, really subtle. And it's, like I said, you're not going to really understand unless you get it. So if you're like a dev, pull out, one of these and then like move it around compared to another spear. So it's just like, it's not fluid. The other issue I have is throwing it. I've gotten so used to the double tap of the trigger. You double tap trigger and then it would flip. It would flip it like this. I've gotten so used to that. Like, I from like level 15, I ran with a spear and I fell in love with it. And I love the fact that I could double tap and I could flip it and I could throw down to a critter or I could just like stab down, because it's much more natural feeling to stab down on critters, stab up at bats, or throw it where I want it to go. But instead, I've got to like now do underhand. And it always seems like the tip of this is hitting just the edge of the top of the hitbox. So we'll have to do some like comparisons, but I really miss double tapping so that I can throw it the way that it's meant to be thrown. So like if I go in here, not avatar, and I'll get this one because it's got a wide head. If I twist it, you can see that it's like it's twisting quickly. It's moving without a delay. It feels like it should. It feels like an extension of my hand. The other one felt like it was lagging behind, as if it was like I would direct my hand and it would direct it where to go half a second later. The other thing is, like I said, double tap trigger and it flips. So I was so used to grabbing my shield and like doing this and then doop doop, and then I can stab down and throw it the way that I want to. And it's just a much more natural feeling, and it's much easier to just get into that flow. So, all right, let's get into a dungeon. So I'm going to switch back into this. I'm going to get into a dungeon, just a quick one that's tier 1, so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can show off what I'm talking about. Okay, here's the thing. Breaking crates. There's no auto aim when it comes to crates, so throwing underhand, I've got to like duck down in real life. There's no way to show. Well, I could show it with the live camera, or live camera. But it's just not. Oh, okay. That's lovely. That's not what I wanted at all. I'm trying to get that. That's one thing I kind of don't like about the auto-aim. Alright, let's try this. There you go. There you go. What was that? What was that? It's going above their head. I also feel like I have to be a lot more deliberate with my stabbing. That's what I wanted to avoid. See, I've got to be more deliberate, and it's like I'm missing, and I'm not trying to miss. Like, what? Why? Why is it missing? I know you're going to say skill issue, but I've never had issues before, or like that. Like it got deflected off of his weapon, but it still killed him. It's just something about this is clunky, and I can't really put my finger on it. Like I said, if you run 6 or 50 levels with a spear, and then you get this one, you know that it just doesn't feel right. Oh, come on. Let's get into a boss. I really hope I get a knight. And this one is really, no pun intended, hit or miss. Alright. I can hit him because I only have to hit that one part of his body. The knight is kind of an annoying one because his hitbox is really tiny. See, I got caught up in him. Alright. So... Oh, come on. Dude, I'm not intentionally trying to miss. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Hopefully I get another knight so I can chuck it. There's been so many times where I throw it and it goes above his head or... See, it's going to be one shot because I'm in tier 1. Like I said, I hope this has been understood. Like I said, if I want to throw it this way, I've got to physically flip it, and that's just not what I want to do. I want my flip ability back, and I want this to feel like an extension of my arm or extension of my hand, just like the other spears do or did. In fact, I really feel like if I find myself a nice fire staff, or a fire spear, I keep saying staff, a fire spear with like 140 plus base damage,
they'll be waiting for
I'll just replace it because, like, ooh, that's really nice. I'll just replace it because this is like, yeah, sure, cool, 172 damage, that's really nice. But it just doesn't handle the same, and I wish I could explain what I mean by that. It's kind of a disappointing feeling that you just have to experience for yourself in-game. I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Nova understands me. She's such a good girl.